Sagittarius, this is your general sign reading for June 2020. My name is Barda from Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda. I'm also the sole proprietor for Lolita's Lovely Ladies. And what I'm doing right now is I can't see my phone, which is what I'm recording off of. So I'm going online here on my computer and making sure I can see when anybody talks to me. Again, this is a general sign reading for Sagittarius, June 2020. Get it pulled up here so I can see what's going on. All right, there we go.
Lovely ladies.
Oops.
And what I'm doing right.
Always get that down. There we go. Okay. So, Sagittarius, June 2020. General sign reading. And when I get going, and for YouTubers, this is live on Facebook first, and then I will be putting it up on YouTube. If you are on YouTube and you want to come over here, just, it's got my name pegged to it, Barda Long. You can find me on Facebook, or you can go to the group Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda as well, which I'm going to be posting it there as well. And at the very end, I will do a general sign open. Anybody can ask. Well, actually, I'll do it for the sign first for Sagittarius, and then after that, after I get a couple questions, which means you can ask general questions. It has to be in a question form. And after that, I'll say, okay, any sign, any zodiac sign, couple questions, and then we'll move on to Scorpio, because Scorpio is next. And I am pulling up another page. Let's see here. Okay, well, I'm going to have to wait on that one. Okay, so, for the ones in Intuitive Tarot Readings, group by Barda, that one it's all being aired live on Lolita's right now, so I'll have to post it later. All right, so let's get right into it. Sagittarius, June 2020. What area of life? And the cards I'm using right now are called they're called the tea leaves. And what I'm doing right now is this is the astral house. The astral house tells you what area of life that will be focused on, and then you'll see groups. And what you see as I start doing it, what I mean by groups. And do remember, this is a general sign reading. So if it does not resonate with you this time, perhaps next time it will. And if you can pull out pieces and parts that apply to you, then do that. All right, Sagittarius, what areas of life? June 2020, Sagittarius. Usually I will get an astral house. And I'm not feeling really just one area, so it must be multiple areas. Is that true? Yes. Okay, I feel like pulling. Career. And actually, I think this is going to be multiple groups of Sagittarius, not just one, because I get that it's not just one area of life. It could be affecting your career, but there's more. Sagittarius. Anything? Yes. And being an intuitive tarot reader, I will pull cards. I don't always, and when I get going and you see the tarot cards, I will not always just read what the meanings are on the cards or what they mean. I will go by what they feel like. And sometimes I'll pull out signs, sometimes I don't. Okay? So success. So this is a group, or groups, and I feel groups, of Sagittarius who are focused on their career and success. And for those of you who also watched me before, I had to do a lot of my readings outside. You heard a lot of birds, a lot of animals. Inside, with the heat and everything, I do have my quail inside, so you'll hear some very funky noises in the back. That's the quails. And I've got some dogs and cats, so there's animals everywhere. Those black gnats are horrible. Okay, I will. Okay, yep. Yep, I thought it was coming up. Love as well. So this is multiple groups of Sagittarius. And I feel the first group, no matter what it's based around, it's all based around, see, we have career, and then I got success, and then I got love. But the way I'm reading this is, there's going to be a group that is mainly focused on career, what are they focused on about this career? Success, succeeding. We've got the group of love. This is a totally different group. So there's some of you who are focused on your love life. And what is this about? Whether you're it's about success. So success was in the middle, so that one really kind of stands out. And I've explained before, when I'm doing cards, sometimes when I see words, it's like a yellow highlighter. That's how I see it. And this one is glowing yellow to me. The word success. So it is Sagittarius focused about their career, and another group that is focused about their love. All right. And you will see me looking over here. I have a computer, so I can actually see when people are talking to me. I will not be interacting too much until the very end, and then I'll say, okay, let's open it up. All right. Okay. Feels right. All right. Again, I will draw from the bottom of the deck. Any cards, sometimes they're sticking up, sometimes I won't take them. Whatever feels right. And I'll show you the cards here in a minute. We're going to focus on career first for this group of Sagittarius. June 2020. Also, in my other videos, in my other videos, I also said that during this time, this is not just one zodiac sign. It's all zodiac signs. There is a lot going on, not just in the world, but also astrologically. And you'll be okay one minute, one day you're fine, and the next you're drained. And you could be grouchy. Anything sets you off. The way I explained it, we already had an eclipse come through with the moon. So we're kind of over that one. But with that one, that was actually kind of leading you in the right direction. We've also got 2 more eclipses coming, and we also have Mercury retrograde coming, and that will it'll kind of peter out. It ends at, I think it was July 12th, I believe it was. I'm not an astrologer. I do understand it says on my site that I am an astrologer and a psychic. I am not an astrologer, but that was my only choices. Okay? And I'll show you the cards here in a minute. I am more of an intuitive tarot reader. There's probably a couple other words that can be used with it. And if I do, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's this sign or if it's Scorpio. Sometimes I jump ahead on stuff. But I'm feeling that there will be, and I don't have my spirit deck in front of me, but I do feel that there will be a spirit that will be showing up. It feels right. Yes. Okay. Career, Sagittarius. No more out of that deck. Should I pull any more? Sure. Side cards. And for whatever reason, this one felt like it was sticking along with this one on the bottom. So I'm going to pull them. All right, let's begin. And you see love over here? We're going to push this one off to the side because this will be a different group. We're going to focus on the ones with the career success. All right. And it applies. Okay, so the first card I got was the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles, she's sitting there, and this is for more of like a, it's kind of like the Queen of Pentacles. Have you ever really looked at the cards and looked at the Queen of Pentacles? This is not the Queen of Pentacles. This is the 9 of Pentacles. But this person probably enjoys the country life, or they like to be out in nature. They like animals. They just like being out in nature. I felt like saying that. Okay? I'll get more into it here in a minute. And this is about money. And do you see the coins? They're focused on happiness and succeeding in happiness in their career. And I feel like saying this, and I keep hearing it over and over. The success in career is working hard. This group of Sagittarius, even if you're not working right now, you are starting to put your brain, the eclipse has actually kind of kicked you in gear. It might have jumbled you up, made your emotions feel all kinds of crazy there for a second, but it's putting you on the right path. And the moon as well illuminates things. It doesn't always hide things, but it illuminates things. And I feel that stuff is coming to light for this group of Sagittarius. I do. And what is this about? This is about your career. Perhaps you are one that has been home and not been, and I hear not quite. Like there's probably a group that's doing this, but it's more like the ones that are working and they wish that it would just, see some results. That's where I'm supposed to go. Okay, we'll do that one. Anyway, this is for the group that is probably working right now, or they're starting off into a new path with a career. Whether you are working for a company or you're working from home, it does not matter. Sagittarius, and this is a confirmation. A lot of people are looking for confirmations right now. This is a confirmation you are in the right direction. And if you're in a career right now and you're working a job, keep at it. Keep at it. Because that's the right direction. It seems like, and for that, and I keep getting that, this is more for the ones that are probably working right now, or they feel like they're going to be, or they're getting this job immediately. Immediately. I heard immediately. Like they're going to push it. I mean, some kind of decision has been made. I'm going to get going. You're already well on your way. And this probably, okay, I'm seeing there are two groups in here. This is not just one, two. And I'll get to this card here in a minute because I've got to piece out where this is going. We're going to start with the ones that are working right now, okay? And then we'll go to the ones that are getting ready to jet off and they're going to be starting a new career or they're going to be finding a way of making more money. You are on the right path. It doesn't seem like it. Matter of fact, I hear beaten and battered. You feel very beaten and battered because it's been kind of like, you know, you're working or don't jump. You're working really hard at this job or this home business or whatever you're doing as far as career and getting more money. And I know money because there's the money card. All right? It seems like you're kind of, and this has to do with the friendship too. We'll get into this in a minute. It feels like you're kind of like spinning your wheels. That's what I'm getting, spinning your wheels. It's like, it's not in problem. And I feel for some of you, it's not even making the bills. That's what I'm getting. Hold in there. Hold in there because actually you're on the right path. Whatever you just sit here, and I call it coming to Jesus meeting, and those eclipses will do it to you. I feel this Sagittarius has taken and had a coming to Jesus meeting with themselves. Whether it's, okay, well, you need to go do this, or, you know, I'm working really hard and I'm not seeing much results. Yes. I'm not seeing much results. Okay, and getting down on yourself. I've explained during this time period, it's going to feel like the Loki, the one that plays the tricks on you. With all the eclipses and everything else, it's going to feel like that. Hang in there. Not everything is being seen. Do not get hard on yourself if you're working your butt off and it doesn't seem like you're making ends meet. This is about to change. You are catching up. If you're the group of Sagittarius that's been working your butt off, and whether a home business or just a basic job outside of the home, hold in there. I keep hearing hold in there. You're on the right path. You're doing it. Stop beating yourself up. Because slowly, it's like, okay, I'm trying to find an example here. Say if I had a jar in front of me and I had some pebbles right here. And I've got about that much water. That's not full, is it? You're not feeling fulfilled. That's what that is. Okay, so you've got this jar and it's got some water in it. You take these pebbles, and pebbles aren't worth anything, right? Or so it seems. So this is a group of Sagittarius who've been kind of hard on themselves. Not seeing much results, second guessing themselves. Okay, you've been adding slowly, each paycheck, adding more of those, what you feel is worthless stones. What happens to that water? It rises. And eventually, if you keep putting those stones and you keep working, it's going to rise to the top. There's your answer. Keep going. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up. I keep hearing wanting to give up. What's the purpose? So this is Sagittarius being down on themselves or second guessing themselves during this time period. Again, everything is veiled during this time period. Hang in there. Do not give up on yourself. You're on the right path. So this is, again, a confirmation reading because this is Sagittarius sitting here. Man, I seem like I am just working my butt off and I'm getting nowhere. No, you are. Just like those worthless pebbles that you know, you add it to that water, it's gonna rise to the top. There's your answer. You're on the right path. Keep going. It is actually, you're gonna eventually start feeling more whole. And whole, I don't know why I feel like saying that. Whole. Because I feel like some Sagittarius are feeling kind of almost empty, like unfulfilled. That's what I'm getting. Unfulfilled. Even with this career, even with working and stuff, it's just been enough to make, just to bear. I'm getting somewhere, not even making it. It's like those pebbles. Keep going. You'll catch up. Most of this is in your head. Yes. Is the money a problem? Yes, it is. But keep on your path. What is this causing right now? I got the Four of Wands reversed. The Four of Wands reversed. Okay, well, when you see the Four of Wands upright, that is a happy home life, a happy family. Kind of like, just kind of, it's pretty peaceful. It's like where you're supposed to be. And again, and I'm hearing, I also hear that there's also, this is for a group of Sagittarius, this is not just about work. You feel like everything's coming down on you. And I think it's got this group of Sagittarius down, way down. And I feel like saying that with emphasis, down. So it's veiled. Not everything is what it seems. It feels like tricks are being played on you. It's kind of like, I'm doing good today, and then the next day it's like, God dang it, how did I forget that bill? How am I going to do it? I don't have it there. Okay, I've got to get food. I've got to take care of this and that and da. Okay, that's the brain of Sagittarius right now. Okay, take a moment, and I'll explain this card here in a minute. Take a moment. Take a breath. Because we are all guilty during these times right now for not calming ourselves down sometimes, because it's been crazy for every sign. Take a moment, calm yourself down, and really look at where you're at right now. Do you have a house? Now, some of them I heard, well, I might lose my house. Okay, slow your brain down for a second. Or where I'm going to live. Slow down. Do you have a house? Do you have electricity? And some may not, but this is more for the ones that are sitting here and they're just kind of like on the couch and they're just like, okay, I've just had it. I just can't, I'm not going anywhere. No, you are. Take a moment to see where you're at right now. Do you have a home? Are you living in a home? As you look around, I heard yes. So this may sometimes this may go out to one certain Sagittarius, but I feel it's multiple. I don't feel it's just one. And during these times, it would not surprise me, because there's been a lot come down. Not just in your life, but the world stuff as well. I mean, these are tough times. So slow your brain down and take a breath. You got a house? You got electricity? Do you have food? I don't have food. I don't have food. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Give it a second there. Do you have rice? Do you have beans? I mean, get creative. It's not time to give up on yourself. It's not time to beat yourself up. It's time to focus. And I've told the other signs as well, this is not a time to sit here and go, oh my God, and everybody's going to do it. I mean, it's human nature. You're going to do it. I've done it. I'm just like, oh my God, okay, okay. It will come to you. Not everything is as bleak as what you may think of it that moment. And the next day you may be like, okay, I got this. This is a time to toughen up. Period. And that's what I'm seeing. This is Sagittarius being very hard on themselves. Sure, you should push yourself. Sure, you should get going so you can get your success. But take a minute to, I'm not going to say pat yourself on the back, but give yourself a minute to give yours, what is the word? Give yourself some credit for working your butt off. And even if you're new at going at the career ways, but you've been thinking about it, you're in the right direction. You can turn this around. And it's talking about friendship and money, okay? So there'll be friends backing you up on this as well, telling you, hey, stop being so hard on yourself, take a minute, you're in the right direction, listen to them. Stuff is veiled. It's not all what it seems right now. It'll start easing up more towards, and I know you're going to be like, oh, let's start way far out there. No, it's not. Not really. If you think about it. Around for a Sagittarius, this group, I am seeing in my head, maybe you're waiting for an answer, and I don't think it's going to take that long, but you'll be feeling differently around August 8th. Is that true? Yes, August 8th. August 8th, and then something on the 10th. That's what I'm getting. You are on the right path. Stop beating yourself up. You're feeling right here, reversed, Four of Wands. You're feeling like your life is unhappy. Like stuff is not going the right direction. Why can't I catch a break? Okay, just like the pebbles in the water, it's going to rise, right? Why? Because you're putting, and what are pebbles usually? If you think about it, rocks and stuff like that, think of all the years and years it took to get that rock like that. Okay, it's hard work, slowly adding to it. It's going to seem better here pretty soon. It really, truly is. You won't feel like, it may have turned up, and I also keep on feeling like this is not just about career. That's pressing down on Sagittarius. It's home life. I heard home life. And maybe you have children. Maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. There is something about home life. And with friends being involved, or friendship being involved here, it can also be that, you're worried about your friends. There's a lot of worrying going on. Should you be worried? I'm not going to tell you not to be, but I'm telling you, don't focus your whole self just on that. Don't do it. Because then you get down and then it's no longer going 5 steps forward. You're taking 5 steps back. So just keep slowly adding to it, taking care of your bills. I know during these times everybody's worried about, whether it's family, friends, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I feel that that's what's weighing on Sagittarius. I truly do. I do feel, and I don't see it here yet, but the wheel. The wheel. I this has been a big one in a lot of them. Actually, last month, for last month's reading that went through, actually it was April to the middle of May, I believe it was. The wheel kept turning up a lot. Okay, the wheel, as I explained before, it's just like the wheel on the car. It goes up, and it slowly comes down. Success. Sometimes it's success, it seems like it goes down. Okay, you're on the uprise. If you had your wheel right here, you're about right here. You're about right here, and you're about to jump up, back to feeling square. So don't give up on yourself. Don't let all the stuff weigh you down. Because even though this showed up reversed, I keep wanting to put it upright. You're on the right path. There's your confirmation. Let's see if I can get anything else about that. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Okay. Sagittarius. They're on the right track. Decision has been made or will be made. They're in the right direction, correct? Yes. Sagittarius. And I don't see it here either yet, but I'm seeing in my head the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is one who charges forward with a purpose, and they do it very quick and swift. It's like the sword. What is a sword like? Double-edged sword, okay? And any of your tarot cards, it's a double-edged sword. You got your sweet with your bitter, right? So it could be painful, yet fulfilling. All right? I don't know why I felt like saying that, but I did. You're on the right path. Okay. Feels right. Okay, I'll show you the card here in a minute. I got the Three of Swords. I'll show you here in a minute. And that can have many, many meanings. And I'm not going to pull out zodiac signs or anything like out of the cards right this second. But what I'm feeling with the Three of Swords, loss. This is Sagittarius being down. And you could have actually physically lost something. And during these times, I mean, we just, many places just opened up. So all bills are due. They are all due. You have just lost something. Whether it's a friendship, I don't know why I felt like saying that. Friendship, or it could be something physical that is actually has to do with your well-being, okay? Loss. I heard the word loss. It also represents a loss of some kind. And it could be a total of 3 losses. Or it could be with the Three of Swords, could be you in the middle with 2 losses. Okay, I don't feel like this is relationship at all. This is career. It says career. So, yep. Okay, yes, you are, and with the career and success, I keep seeing yes, yes, yes. And the way I see it in my head is if it's a maybe, I'll see it really tiny like this in my head. It's like looking at a video screen, like a TV screen, and all of a sudden, this big yes will pop up, right? Or this little yes right here. So this is for Sagittarius that are kind of swaying back and forth on how they're feeling. And like I said, I don't think you're necessarily feeling square right now. You're on the right path. confirmation. That's what I keep hearing. Thank you, Gladys. And again, for the ones who just took and popped on, I am looking at a computer screen so I can see people. Sometimes my connection will lag a little bit, but I can still see you. Yeah, during this time, people, and I don't care what zodiac sign you are, okay, people are going to go from an extreme. One day you're fine, the next day you're so, like yesterday. I'll use this as an example. It was not just me. Warned to a sometimes I'll cuss. Warned to a frazzle. And I almost said F because it was that extreme. I'm just like, I just can't. I am so tired. I'm so tired. Am I going to keep spinning around? Sagittarius, that's it. That's how you're feeling. That's how you've been going. And then the next day, I'm not just saying like you're feeling like and those who are bipolar, I'm not coming down on you. I'm just saying the extremes of it. One day you're feeling like that, and then the next day you're just like, okay, all right, I got this. All right, hang in there. Just do it. All right, Hierophant. And this, nope, I'm supposed to look. Okay, give me a second here. I got the Hierophant. This has many, many meanings. Let me figure out which way this is going. All right. Okay, normally with the Hierophant, it can represent a marriage, and it could in this one, but I don't feel like this is what the main focus is, okay? That's not the main focus. This is about career and success. And it can also be like a higher knowledge, but I was told to look at the picture. Okay. Let me see if I can show you guys. And I didn't even, at first, I didn't even get what they were talking about, but I see it now. Do you see at the very bottom, do you see the keys? There's two keys at a cross. It's kind of like they're crossed, right? See them? See the keys at the bottom at his feet. All right. Usually, I would say, you know, when you have, it's either two people or it's two paths. True, it could be a path. Maybe you're getting ready, maybe you have a career and you have a choice to make some more money. That could be it, but it doesn't feel quite right. This is about you making yourself feel more whole with everything going on. Okay? What I'm looking at with the keys, and they're like this. Show you something. You see this? What's that make? A cross. During this time. And there's more meaning to it that I'm getting out of it. But I instantly saw the keys turn and turn into a cross. And what does a cross represent? Faith. And in the other readings as well, this has come up quite a bit. Have more, even on one of my updates, and I don't know why I felt like at the time to tell you this, have more faith in yourself. Have more faith in yourself. This is a lack of faith in self, and it's really hard with everything going on. Plus, you've got your home stuff going on. And I keep hearing bills. I mean, just making it. Have more faith in yourself. Now, what do keys represent? If you have a key and you got a door that's locked, and I'm seeing two, okay? If you have a key and you see a door and you've got a lock, what does the key do? So, you know, everybody knows. If it fits, it opens it, right? And what is that? What? Just like with your future, if you're looking at making more money at a different career, or you're not working and you're on your way right now to making that choice, which I feel already in the process right now. Right now, it's already going. You're like, I've had it. This is it. I'm going to make this happen. It's coming. That key is going to open up that door. And I keep going back to the friendship card for some reason. This could be a friendship. Either it's going to be no, it's not budding relationship. Whoa. Relationship. Okay, so you can read this several ways because I heard relationship too. And with the marriage card, you can read it how you want. And when I'm reading, there's sometimes like whenever I go back, like I will review what I've done, you know, when my videos and stuff. And sometimes I'll notice I'll spat out different words. And sometimes I catch them, sometimes I don't. This also can be applied to those who are in a relationship, and a relationship does not mean that you're necessarily married. It could be friendships as well. Okay? So if it applies to you and you're in a relationship, whether it's married or feeling like you're married, this could be applying to you as well. But anyway, the basics of it is the key. You have the key. That's it. That's it. That is it. You have several different choices with the key. Have more faith in yourself with the cross. I keep seeing that cross. It just instantly spun over. Have more faith in yourself. And these two keys are going to open up and you'll have choices. Choices to fix whatever's going on and to have more success in your career. To bring that money in. To take care of what you need. Not just what you want. And if it's for what you want, just keep going. Because it's like that water. And those pebbles, those worthless pebbles, you keep adding them, it's going to keep going up until it's full. And what does that represent? That's you. That is you as a person. You're feeling kind of you keep adding to it, and you keep putting that hard work in, and eventually you're going to feel full. And I think this is what it's about for Sagittarius. You're looking for confirmation. Were you on the right direction? Is that the choice I should make for this career, to make this more money, to, during these times it's hard? Yes. The answer is yes. And I saw yes. Huge yes. Okay? That is a definite yes. It's not like a little one like, and then I'll see a, well, maybe. No. This is a yes. You're on the right path. So keep working hard. Very hard. I mean, you've already been doing it. You may be, I'm feeling, I feel you. You're feeling warm. It's temporary. Eventually stuff is, that water's going to fill up and you're going to start feeling more whole. Because what happens to a person, you could be working your butt off and stuff like that, and you could be making that money, but what happens if you're not feeling mentally full? Mentally fulfilled? You're drained, and it can make you 10 times, 20 times, 30 times more tired. And I feel this is a group of Sagittarius that is feeling extremely worn. And that's the nice word for it, worn. Worn and really questioning. And kind of feeling down. Almost like, I'm not going to say you're pessimistic, but you're questioning, well, this isn't getting anywhere. Now I'm going to have to say, yeah, you've had some pessimistic moments recently. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised within the last 3 days, you've kind of cut down on yourself. Stop. You're working hard, or you have an idea to get this career going. Okay, confirmation. This is nothing but a confirmation reading. You have the keys in your hand, and I'm not looking at the whole picture here. The keys at the bottom. You have the key in your hand to make this change. And you also, it's not just physically going to a career, it's in your head too. So you need to kind of have a common, and I felt like saying that earlier, common Jesus meeting where you sit here and kind of put yourself straight. Do you have a house? Do you have a home right now? And you could be in the process of almost losing whether you're renting or whether you're buying. It doesn't matter. You could be in the process of almost losing it. You have it in your hand to take not just yourself, but your finances from this little bit of water to add those pebbles. And what are pebbles? They're plain, but they're heavy. Okay, so start adding. Adding finances. If it's emotion-wise, keep adding. A little bit and a little bit. They're going to seem like, when you look at rocks that you go outside and they're just kind of plain looking. The ones that you get from your gravel, it's kind of like, whatever. No, keep adding, and eventually you're going to start feeling fulfilled. And I gave you those dates. A lot of times when I'm reading, I'll get dates, and that I don't always remember those dates, because if I carried all that stuff in my head, it would probably go pop. I do believe, what? Did I say around the 8th? And then something about the 10th? Okay, that feels right. That's what I just heard. Okay, so hang in there. You're on the right direction. I don't feel like delving into marriage on that one. I do feel like it was, and I've got the card upright, but it was reversed. This, I want to put it upright, because that's where you're going. If you keep trudging forward, you'll have success. That's the end result. All right. Anything else? Nope. Okay. All right. I hope that made sense to some of you. I'm going to switch over to the love spectrum. I said love, and what I say about cards showing up. Okay? And I got a card. Not sure where it's going yet. I was just putting cards away, actually. Woo! And another one. I'll take it. Okay. If cards fly at me, I don't always take them, but those felt right. Very right. And you hear that weird sound in the back? That's my quail. Those black gnats were starting to kill some of them, so I had to bring them inside. Okay. Yeah, take those away. All right, we're going to put this one away. So now we're going to be focusing on success and love. All right? That'll work. And I'll show you the cards here in a minute. Success and love, or there is no love. I don't know why I heard that. And in the home. Okay. Makes you feel that there's going to be two groups to this one too. And the first one, I know I jump ahead sometimes because I have so many, I hear so much, and then I get so many, my brain just goes da 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 when I'm doing these readings. The first one also, if it has to do with the marriage and all that too, if that's involved in it, just keep going. Keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Stop downing yourself, because I feel like I was like, oh, let's put this on the more positive. But there's been pessimistic moments, and I keep hearing the number 3, probably within the last, and I don't feel 3 weeks, last 3 days, really feeling kind of low. I heard low. You know that song, low, low, low? Okay, that's what I heard in my song, in my head. Okay, so just keep going. All right, let's move on to that. I don't want that one. No. Okay, so success and love for Sagittarius. This is the next group. And again, as you pop on, there's a lot of new people that pop on. Sure. This is read for thousands. This is just a general reading for thousands and thousands of Sagittarius. Okay? Money. I feel that too. Yes. So, sometimes it's going to resonate with you. Sometimes it won't. If you can pull out pieces and parts that help you, then please do that. If you want a personal reading, then contact me on, it has my direct name here, or contact me on Molita's Lovely Ladies or Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda, and then we can set one up, and it'll be more personal for you. Anything else? No. All right. Definitely. Okay. Oh. Okay. Again, sometimes I'll pull from the bottom. I'll tell the cards here in a minute. I've got to piece this together. I also think that there's also something hidden here as well, or not seen. Not necessarily hidden, but not seen. Why? Because I have a card that fell face down, and usually that's something that you can't, maybe you're in the situation and you can't see it for what it is, or it hasn't come to light yet, or it's something that is being hidden from you. I don't know, and I got chills. Hidden from you. Let's see if I can show you this, because a lot of times, I don't know if you can see the goosebumps. Okay, that's how I know. And I told you earlier, there's spirit. Okay? That was literally a confirmation. All right, anything else? Is there anything else before I start into this reading? No. Okay, leave it. Leave it. Ooh. Okay. So this reading right here is for Sagittarius, and it's there's a spirit here. I knew there was one. I could feel it coming. And I showed you my arms. I get goosebumps, and then sometimes I get touched. I just got touched. Now, we'll see where... I'll get to it here in a minute. And if I hear something, I'll tell you. Success in love. Or it's success about love. Okay? One way or the other. And with the cards I'm looking at here, I'm not sure if this is branching out. Let me look at these real quick. Because I feel it's branching out to 2 different groups of Sagittarius, not one. But there's somebody on here that actually had somebody who passed away that is actually here going to answer. That's what they're doing. They're answering. They're answering. Or they're making themselves known. Pull. Okay. Father. Okay, there's your answer. What did I just say? I didn't know why. This is what hidden or not seen, right? You can't see a spirit. This is a father or a father figure who's here. I don't feel like reading this with the rest of the reading. This was just a confirmation why I was feeling like I was being touched, and I started getting cold chills, and it was kind of not even cold chills. I just feel like I get touched and then I get goosebumps. Okay, so this is going out to the Sagittarius that has like a father or a father type figure. It doesn't necessarily have to be a father, but I keep hearing father. I mean, not just the word, but I hear father. Okay, so this is somebody who has taught you something. So this could be even somebody who is not your father, but has actually taught you things. No, I'm hearing father. I'm hearing father. That's what I hear. Yes. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if somebody said something. Hi, Jessica. Awesome. Sydney, Australia, huh? I've always wanted to go there. That would be so awesome. Hope you're doing well. All right, so this might be describing this father or the situation. I'm not sure where it's going yet. Well, I see where it's going on some of it. Actually, this is for a group of Sagittarius where everything is not bright and peachy. I'm hoping I'm not going to pull the dirty, and what I mean by the dirty is when I read cards, I am not going to sit there and sugarcoat it. I'm not going to try to make it, you know, oh, you know, you're going to end up with Prince Charming. And okay, I'm not saying everybody does that, but for me, I will not do that. And what I'm looking at is this is the state and frame of mind of this certain group. Is there two groups? No, this is for one. That's why the father showed up and the spirit showed up. This is for one group or one person that just popped on here. Hammer coming down. Interrogation. Okay, so I just heard this is for Sagittarius that has either recently gotten out of a relationship or they're in a relationship right now. This is decision again. If you watched earlier, I saw at the bottom of the Hierophant, he had the keys. Okay, 2. And to me, that's like 2 paths. Right now it's crossed. And then we take it to the cross. What does the cross represent? Again, this is a time for every sign to have more faith in themselves. Have more faith in yourself. Because you're going to be feeling like you're lacking it. This is for a group of Sagittarius that either this is well on its way or you're making your way on out of this situation. And this father or father type figure is actually watching over you. And I think the reason I don't feel a message, but what I'm feeling is that was confirmation. For whoever was watching this, I almost feel like this is an individual. And sometimes that happens when I'm reading. They can be group readings and then it'll go for one person. This is for somebody who popped on here. And sometimes you're not necessarily a Sagittarius. So if this applies to you, this is a message. Okay? And they are watching and seeing what's been going on. Okay, so what I got, and it keeps flashing, I keep getting, and that's how I see stuff sometimes too, you know, if you go through the TV and you start switching channels real fast, but you can't really grasp it. You just see it real fast. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, just flashes, arguments. This is a man and woman, and they're arguing. And looking at the cards here, and I know I will get to the cards, but I want to say this right, because this is Sagittarius, or it's a person. I keep wanting to go, it's a person that is feeling, and I heard trapped. Either they were trapped in their, and I don't think it's just in your head. This could be actually literally feeling trapped where you're at. So either I don't feel that this is all done yet. And I'm not seeing the marriage card. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go. Yep. So I've got the, okay, normally I don't say this because I don't usually bring this stuff up, but abusive. This has been very abusive, whether it's been mentally or physically, and I actually feel like there's actually, I mean, it might as well be hit. That's what I'm getting. So I feel this is going out to one person, whether you're Sagittarius or not. You popped on here. This is what, yeah, I just got cold chills again. Yes, the father says yes. Okay, so this has to do with this King of Wands. And I've got the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups, and these, you can pull out all the signs you want out of these, but I don't feel like pulling signs out of them. This is just a message. So the last group read is just a message from Spirit to either the small, no, it's for an individual, one person who's feeling trapped. Okay, yes. Anyway, so right here I've got the Page of Cups. I got cold chills again. Yes, they're here. So I'm not looking at, and there could be children involved, and I do see something in the background, but that's not really the main focus. This also can represent love. This is a person that you loved, represent a man. It could also be their personality and how they react to stuff. And at first they seem pretty calm and put together and stuff like that. But as the process went on, it changed. It changed greatly. How did it change greatly in love? Why am I supposed to look at the picture? Okay. Sometimes. What? Okay. This one's odd. And it's not odd because whoever's going through the situation, it's been a mess. But the hammer's coming down. I'm going to tell you right now, especially with money. I'm going to show you. Do you see the Page of Cups? Normally I would sit here and pick out a whole pieces and parts on it. That's not what I want to do here. Do you see how they're focused on that fish? And I use this as an example, I believe it was, for Scorpio. I think it was last month. Where with the water and stuff, if you look at it right here, I'm not stalling, I'm listening. The water, it's a little bit choppy, but it's not like a typhoon. And that's the example I used last time. This person is focused on this chalice, on this cup. And I heard new future. And this cup is like golden. Okay, so this person's focused on a brighter future. But what's in that cup is a fish. What are you supposed to do? This person is completely focused. Oh, this person is completely focused on being more fluid, changing, bending a little bit. So, if you're leaving this person, or you've already left this person, yeah, this is definitely what this is about. Yeah, Sagittarius is, you're done. This is done. No more abuse. No more gaslighting. So a lot of mental abuse. You're out. You're focusing on this fish. And what do fish do? Just like I used the example last month for Scorpio. This is kind of a different one. Fish move easily through water, right? So Sagittarius is being more fluid. That means they're kind of changing. Okay, so is that true? I'm going to check something before I go any further. Okay, yes. All right, I got two cards here. I got the Inquirer, which means I was asking about this Sagittarius, or this group, and I don't even feel like saying group. This has to do with one Sagittarius, and you may not even be a Sagittarius. You popped on here. The Inquirer is you. Stranger represents this person. And I feel this is probably a female. This is what I'm getting because of of this man right here. And it does feel like a literal man. This Sagittarius, I almost feel like saying whoever's on here, you're getting out. This person you once loved is now a stranger to you. They're gone. Gone. And then as I was doing that, I accidentally knocked these two cards together, and it blended love and success together. So, as I've told people before, when I've done readings before, I've done personal readings, and they're asking for ways out. Okay, well, I feel that this Sagittarius, or whoever this is actually already, whoever it is, so it may not be a Sagittarius. I just got cold chills again. They're not like beating themselves up. They're not being triggered. This could be even somebody that has like a PTSD, or they have something to where somebody can trip them. They say stuff and it's just like, and it spins your mind around. Okay, this isn't happening anymore. And if you're on your way out, this is not going to be happening anymore. And you have to, and I've told people before, and for whatever reason, he says yes, I'm supposed to say this. If you cannot love yourself, if you cannot stand, whether you're man or woman, if you can't, and I don't mean stand in the mirror and go, yeah, I love myself, I'm great. Okay, no. That's not what I mean. If you can stand, there's some people that can stand in front of a mirror and they cannot stand to even look at themselves. Those are usually the ones that have been abused mentally, physically, or they have been gaslighted. And if you don't know what gaslighting is, look it up. Trust me, you'd be like, oh my God. Yeah, it's real. If you can stand in front of a mirror and say, okay, I like who I am. Can I improve? Sure. But do I like who I am and how I am right now? And if you don't like something, then you can build on it and change it. But a lot of people cannot stand in front of a mirror and look at themselves and honestly say, I love myself. If you can do that, and I feel you're going to be, because of love and success, and they blended together. I got touched again. Yes, that's the message from the Father, and I hear daughter. This is a message from Spirit, which I'm getting cold chills again. Yes, that is correct. So this is a message that was supposed to go to somebody, and I'll tell the rest of them here. All right, you got to learn to love yourself. Do not be searching for the next one. You have to fix yourself first. You have to appreciate yourself first, and then the rest will come. But I feel that it has been I feel it's been very, very abusive, whether mentally or physically, and I think it's been pretty harsh. How do I know this? This is sitting over here. I felt like putting it over here. This is the past, or this is what you're getting ready to come out of. You're no longer going to put up with this. This person's a stranger to you. Even if you're in the same household right now, they're a stranger to you. This is not the same person that you originally got together with. Yeah, that's what I get. Matter of fact, they were veiled. Well, not because of what's going on. They were hiding who they truly were. And not often will I say it. It's almost like a narcissistic person. That's what I get. It feels right. What I got was, when we were talking about this is surrounding love and success, there was no love in this home, and it made you feel like you were in a prison. I don't think this Sagittarius, and I don't necessarily think it's a Sagittarius. You're coming out of it. Okay, so just work on yourself a little bit, and you're already doing it. I got cold chills again. Yes. And I got like a warm, cozy feeling. Yes, this is what this Father wants you to do. You are to work on yourself. What are you supposed to do? Put the hammer down. And just self-explanatory. What is putting the hammer down? Enough. Enough. I'm taking myself back. I am not going to be triggered anymore. Okay, this is Sagittarius who's coming out of some kind of abusive relationship. And they may be focusing on their money, because money is a big thing. I mean, it is for everybody. I'm not talking like, oh, I gotta have. No, just for living. So this could be in the background no, it is in the background, constantly on the mind. So there's a lot of other stressors. Okay, I'm supposed to read the hammer. Why? Rebuilding. Okay, the hammer is not just coming down. I mean, that feels right. Yes, it's coming down. But it's also rebuilding yourself. And what I just say, you have to be, in order to be successful in love, and this is not just with another person, to be successful in loving yourself. Is that right? Yes. You have to love yourself. Don't even be looking for anybody else. Evaluate yourself. Get over your triggers, whatever it is. Not whatever it is. There's a lot of, I'm going to tell you right now, I cuss once in a while. There's a lot of bullshit here. A lot of bullshit. And I do feel like there might have been physical harm. That's what I'm feeling. Yes, I just got touched. So, and this is definitely a female. Okay. So, yeah, I just got touched again. Okay, do you see this right here, the tree? This female is right now, either they're on the first steps of it, or they're in the process of it right now, and they're on their way. The stranger is the past now. This person that they once loved, it's not love anymore. And they're actually, you know the saying, you attract the people. How does it go? You attract the people and how you see yourself. Okay, you're no longer doing that. This is a Sagittarius female. It feels like basically female. It could be a man. If it applies to you, then take it how it will. But I feel like this is for one person. The mother is building a firm foundation. They are moving out of this tower moment. They're moving out of this tower moment. So this wasn't even a group. I feel like this is towards one person. And your message is you are on the right path. They want you to know that they are there. They have been watching. They do see what's going on. And they're just, what's the word? What's the word? Tower. They want you to overcome your stumbling blocks. stumbling blocks. Don't stumble over yourself. That's what they said. That's what he said. He just said, do not stumble over yourself. Something about, oh God, I can hear it, but I can't get it all the way. It's something like, don't count your, what is it? There's a saying, it's like, don't count your, oh God, if I get it, I'll tell you. But whoever this is, you know exactly who you are. But that person was talking about, God, you guys, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Don't count your, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Something along those lines, okay? So you'll know exactly who you are. If this was you, you don't have to put it up here, but please message me on Facebook and let me know if that makes sense. I mean, it does make sense. I mean, somebody was here. It's definitely a father figure. Okay, so that is the close of Sagittarius. I don't feel like doing a closing thought at all. All right, is there any... Whoa, okay. Career. Oh, and they say it's going to blend... Okay, you couldn't see it. I wish I had it spun just a little bit so you could see it. Sometimes, like if you watch the Scorpio video from last month, literally, my tea leaf card literally took and fell off and nobody was touching it. Okay, well, I was doing the Astral House. I just put back the career one. It literally took and spun around in a circle and went like that. So I was supposed to look at it. Also, this person had a thought about career. I'm not sure what that means to you. I was supposed to show you. Go. I hear go. Okay. All right, so I am going to open this up for just a couple questions because I need to kind of get the other reading out. The next one is Scorpio. So I need to get going on that one here pretty quick. But what I'm going to do, hi baby, what I'm going to do is anybody who is a Sagittarius or they have questions about Sagittarius, go ahead. Sorry, somebody's at the door. Hush, please. Okay, tell you what, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop off here. I'm not going to take any questions. At the beginning of Scorpio, I will. Okay, so I can find out who's at the door. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you here pretty quick.